Hello everyone, this is Nurse B with Buzzing with the Bee. I want to thank you for joining me with this episode of Buzzing with the Bee. Today I'm going to buzz about a potential problem that can arise in the latter part of this year. This is the cold and flu season. Now we have about 3 or 4 weeks before the cold and flu season hit. So we need to do something right now to get ourselves ready for that. The cold and flu season this year can be a very dangerous season because we're going to couple the cold and flu season with the coronavirus pandemic. That may prove to be a very dangerous time for our country. So I want to be here and I want you to be here too after the cold and flu season is over, so we got to figure out what we can do. Well, the first thing that you can do is just to take the flu shot. The influenza shot is offered every year. Some people are afraid to take it. They say that they've had some problems in the past with it. They said that they had a mild case of the flu. But I want you to open your mind to this. If you had a mild case of the flu when you had the flu shot, just think how more intense that symptoms would have been if you actually had the flu. When you take a flu shot, it's the virus that gets into your body and your body is attacking it. So what will happen is that your body will have a delayed response where B cells will stimulate the production of antibodies. You will also have killer T cells that may be activated. And then you'll have B and T cells that are memory cells, and they are there to remember this virus so that if you are exposed to it again, they can actually be ready to attack it. So don't be afraid to take the flu shot. It's something you really need to do. I know that I take the flu shot. As you can see, I kind of went to the grocery store and I wanted to find some foods that I thought might help us with the cold and flu season and revving up our immune system. The main things that you need to do to rev up your immune system is eat about 9 to 10 servings of vegetables and fruits per day. That will give you the vitamins and minerals that you need to boost your immune system. The next thing you can do is exercise. Walk about 150 minutes per week. That equals to about 30 minutes for 5 days. Maintain a normal body weight with a BMI less than 25. Get restful sleep. Sleep about 7 to 9 hours a night. And wake up feeling energized. And minimize your stress. What things do you do to minimize your stress? Me, I like to walk. I love to read, and I love to plant flowers. And there are things that you can do for yourself. Maybe you can walk, maybe you can jog, maybe you can listen to some type of music, exercise. Some people exercise and help them to decrease their stress. Just fixing things. Some people like to make things, cook, make clothing, all kind of things that people like to do. Just as long as it give you some enjoyment and take your mind away from everyday things, it will help to decrease your stress. And just start making a habit of doing it. Once you start making that habit, hey, you'll be doing it every day. And you'll find a way to make time for it because you found a way to enjoy. There are some foods in your home that you probably buy on a regular basis. And these foods are some basic foods that help to rev up your immune system. One of those foods, as you can see, is some raw honey. And I bet just about used up all the honey I have in this thing. Raw honey can be bought at the grocery store, or if you know someone who actually has a honeybee and make honey, that'll be another source for your raw honey. And the next thing that might help you, just about all of us have some type of garlic in our house. And we use that to cook with all the time. Well, garlic stimulates the action of your natural killer cells and your white blood cells and macrophages so that they can attack and engulf bacteria and viruses and kill them. Medicinal mushrooms includes these type of mushrooms, which are called shiitake mushrooms, lion's mane, and reshot mushrooms. Another thing you can take is prebiotics. Now, prebiotics are things that will help your gut. And this is including foods that have fiber in it. So this is some granola that will provide you with the fiber. And that fiber helps to build the normal flora of your diet. The other thing you can do is just sprinkle some type of grains onto your foods before you eat, like whole wheat germs, flax seeds, and things like that. And those are prebiotics. And then the other things you can take is probiotics. Now, probiotics are used after the fact. Probiotics help to return the flora, bacteria into your gut to its normal state. Usually after people have been taking a lot of antibiotics, they will start getting diarrhea problems and stomach cramps and frequent diarrhea. They probably need a probiotic for that. Some other ways that you can help your immune system is by not smoking. If you do smoke, you need to stop. Just have a moderate amount of alcohol. For women, that's 1 drink a day. For men, that is 2 drinks a day. Avoid infection. The best way to avoid infection is, first, make sure your skin has no cuts and nicks and things like that on it. Avoid people who are coughing and sick. Don't let them come in your house. Wash your hands. Those are the most important things you can do, is wash your hands and maintain an intact skin. Because the skin is your immune system's first line of defense against bacteria and viruses. Our first vitamin is vitamin A. Vitamin A contains beta-carotene. Beta-carotene is the things in your vitamins, foods that make it orange and yellow vegetables. So around here, we eat a lot of yams. Carrots is another source of beta-carotene and vitamin A. Pumpkin is fall, so it's time for a pumpkin. And squash. Vitamin A also helps you with night vision. It helps your skin, especially your mucous membrane, which is your mouth and stuff, from being dry and cracked. And it helps to fight infections, especially respiratory infection. So we really want to make sure we take our vitamin A so that we can be ready for the cold and flu season. Continuing on with the next vitamin, we're going to talk about vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 enhances brain function, stimulates red blood cell production, and helps stabilize your mood and assists you to fight off infections. So some foods that are really good for vitamin C is, start with some meat like some salmon, tuna. Canned tuna is fine, long as it is in water and not in oil. There's something called hummus, and I didn't really know what hummus was, but it's made from chickpeas, where you mash up chickpeas and make this little spread that you can put on crackers or whatever. And it's some of it can be kind of bland, but you can add peppers to it to really kind of spice it up quite a bit. Other sources is just going to be a banana and just potatoes. Vitamin C is a staple. Just about everybody knows that if you're really run down and you have a cough, cold, one of the best things you can do for that cough and cold is use that lemon. Okay? Lemons, oranges, lime, citrus fruit are good sources of vitamin C. Also, tomatoes, strawberries, and cantaloupe are good sources of vitamin C. One of the things that I always did when I have a cold, I would take this lemon and I'd roll that lemon to get it soft and get it juicy, you know, and then I cut that top off and I'll stick a peppermint stick in there and I'd suck on that for my cough and cold. Man, did it make my throat feel so much better. And then I was ready to roll the next day. The last 2 vitamins we're going to talk about are vitamin D and vitamin E. Most of us get vitamin D the easy way, just by being out in the sun. You can be outside walking or moving around for 15 minutes, or just sit in by the window and get 15 minutes of sunlight, and that will give you some of the vitamin D you need. Otherwise, you're going to have to get vitamin D that's fortified in cereal. So just read your label and see how much vitamin D. In this cereal, vitamin D, 10% of your daily dose, and if you add milk is 15%. As you can see by this milk right here, it says that it contains vitamin A and vitamin D. Okay, other sources of vitamin D is going to be eggs and the dreaded sunflower seeds. That's the thing I have against sunflower seeds, is that the hulls will be on the floor, but it's an excellent source of different vitamins. Vitamin D is necessary for bone and teeth production, but it also enhances the ability of your white blood cells and especially your macrophages to attack your viruses and bacteria. Vitamin E, our last vitamin we're going to talk about, helps you to maintain healthy skin and hair. Your skin, remember I keep saying, it's the first line against defense. If you don't have a cut to skin, then bacteria cannot get in there. Most of our viruses that we inhale get in through the mucous membrane in our nose and in our mouth. So it's very important that we don't have dry, cracked lips and things like that, or your mouth is real dry. And so that's another open area for things to get through. So for vitamin E, it's going to be found in nuts. These seeds, especially those sunflower seeds, vegetable oils, spinach, broccoli, spinach, tomatoes, and mangoes are really good sources of vitamin E. Those are all the vitamins that we have that will help to boost your immune system. Now we're going to go on to minerals. Minerals are found as trace elements. You just need a small amount of them, but you do have to have them. So the two minerals that we're going to talk about are zinc and selenium. Zinc helps to maintain your white blood cell levels and decrease the duration of your common cold. So zinc can be found in things like seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds. The best source of zinc is oysters. Selenium, on the other hand, is an antioxidant that strengthens the immune response against viruses, bacteria, and different types of cancers. Selenium is found in nuts, especially Brazil nuts, best source, eggs, tuna, and just regular bread. As you can see, these vegetables and fruit that we have talked about, we buy them all the time at the grocery store. They are available every day of the week. They're excellent sources of the foods that we need to rev up our immune system. So, my sister would say, can I just take a pill? Because she don't really like to eat those fruits and vegetables. She might eat fruits, but she don't really like vegetables. So yeah, you can take an over-the-counter supplement, grocery store, and get you a supplement. I went there and bought something that's called an immune booster, immune support. It contains vitamins A, C, E, zinc, but it doesn't contain vitamin D. Of course, you can get that through the sunshine, or you can just buy you a vitamin D supplement. So I said, well, let me just look at a multivitamin and see what that has. Well, the multivitamin has vitamins A, C, D3, E, B6, B12, zinc, and selenium. So, multivitamin is. If you do decide to take a multivitamin, you need to be careful about what vitamin you take, because all multivitamins are not the same. So you need to talk to your doctor about what brand of multivitamins you need to take. Let me say this. Just because it's fruits and vegetables and it's natural does not mean that you need to consume a lot of them, especially if you're taking different medicines. So talk to your doctor first before you increase any type of foods in your diet or add things. Any drugs interact with foods, and you have to limit the amount of certain foods. So just don't think just because it's natural and it's common that you can just go and consume a lot of it. Again, talk to your doctor first. With that being said, I want to thank you for joining with me, Nurse B, on another episode of Buzzing with the Bee. Be sure to subscribe and make some comments. I'll be sure to write back to you. Thank you.